Hi everyone, it's Ruby G. Welcome to Truth in Neurons. Today we're going to be talking about the 8-hour cover-up. What I'm about to share with you comes directly from police documents and witness statements that reveal a pattern so disturbing it's hard to believe it wasn't immediately recognised as evidence of obstruction of justice. Let me start with the most damning piece of evidence, an 8-hour gap between when multiple homicides occurred and when authorities were finally called. Think about that for a moment. 8 hours. That's not shock, that's not trauma, that's opportunity. 8 hours to clean blood evidence, coordinate stories, stage a crime scene, and prepare explanations for inconsistencies. Yet somehow, investigators treated this massive delay as understandable trauma response, rather than the obvious red flag it represented. This is a behaviour of someone who knew that she was never in danger. But it gets worse. This document reveals a major credibility problem with surviving roommate DM's testimony that exposes what appears to be a deliberate deception about her condition during the murders. The most damning evidence appears in statement number 5, where Dylan told a neighbour who was staying at the hotel that she saw someone in the house wearing a ski mask and had made eye contact with them, but didn't know what was going on because she was out of it. What makes this revelation particularly alarming is that the neighbour found Dylan's claim of being out of it suspicious because she remembered Dylan saying she wasn't getting drunk that night. DM had previously established in official statements that she was heavily intoxicated on the night of the murders, specifically mentioning drinking White Claws, and used this claimed intoxication to explain her confused state, delayed reactions, and inability to properly assess the dangerous situation she allegedly witnessed. However, this interview document presents fundamental contradiction that suggests potential malingering, the deliberate exaggeration or fabrication of impairment to cover suspicious behaviour. Most significantly, she clearly remembers seeing someone in the house wearing a ski mask and making direct eye contact with this masked intruder. The pattern that emerges is one of selective memory that serves her narrative perfectly. DM demonstrates a recollection when providing witness testimony that supports the investigation's preferred direction, but claims confusion and impairment when questioned about her failure to call police, take protective action, or report the crime for 8 hours. You cannot simultaneously be too intoxicated and confused to recognise immediate danger or call 911, yet clear-headed enough to provide detailed witness testimony about timelines, faces, and specific interactions with masked intruders.
The person was a slim, skinny, lean build, and the person was taller than she is around 5'8".
She never used the word balaclava. Yet Detective Gooch asked her if she had ever heard of one, explained what one was and that it's used to hide identity, showed her a picture of one, and then had her draw one. This is law enforcement filling in the gaps.
If DM was fabricating or exaggerating her level of intoxication, this suggests several disturbing possibilities. Deliberate deception designed to explain away her suspicious inaction, a predetermined strategy to avoid responsibility for failing to report violent crimes in progress, potential coordination with others to establish plausible explanations for behaviour that would otherwise appear criminally negligent, and consciousness of guilt requiring prepared cover stories. This inconsistency fundamentally undermines DM's credibility as a witness and raises serious questions about whether her delayed reporting was due to genuine impairment or calculated evidence tampering during the critical 8-hour window before police were finally called. The selective nature of her memory problems suggests someone who is fully aware of what happened, but needed to create plausible explanations for behaviour that would otherwise implicate her in obstruction of justice.
She woke up after whatever happened in the middle of the night happened inside that house, that she reviewed the text messages between her and BF from the night before. She was busy from about 9 o'clock in the morning on her phone. She was on Instagram, she was on Snapchat, she was on Indeed, she was editing pictures sometime in the night as well. This is not somebody who was asleep and then woke up and was startled. She is actively reviewing things that happened on her phone and communicating with other people. Any statements she made on the 911 call is not the result of a present sense impression. It's not the result of an excited utterance. It is somebody who's been awake and thinking about whatever she and BF talked about the night before and communicating with a lot of other people.
That's all for today's episode of Truth and Neurons. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the ethics of media commentary in high-profile cases. Until next time, keep thinking critically and questioning everything. Cheers, bye.